Hey guys, welcome to today's video. You might see it in the background. We are at a very special location, actually the stable where the police horses are. And I think all of us know the police horses. They are so brave and they do so many different things, but I would really like to know more about them. So how do they take care of them? How are the horses themselves and how do they train them? So I can't wait to see this, so stay tuned and we'll find out. Hey Ingrid,
Hi,
very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us. I'm very excited. I've never been on a place like this and I don't think many people have. So thank you so much that you are willing to show us around and tell us a bit more and answer some questions.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm excited to give you a tour today.
Okay, perfect. And I see here already a lot. Like you see a lot of land, a lot of horses, and there are more horses inside.
Yes.
But I can't wait to meet the horses, but I think we go there maybe later.
Yes.
I'm very curious to see what is happening here. Maybe you can show us around a little bit.
Well, it's like a little bit of wellness for our horses. We have 20 horses at this location.
Okay.
Well, here you see the sand paddocks, and the horses can relax there if they not have to work.
Yeah.
Because you know the weather in Holland is not always so great.
No.
And behind us, over there, you can see the horses are on the grass paddocks, and if the weather is fine, well, we try to have them as much as possible on the grass because that's the natural behavior of the horse.
Yeah, of course.
And,
okay,
yeah.
very nice. Should we go there? Then we
Yeah,
can
of
see them?
course.
Okay, perfect.
Come with me. We have two of our mares here. It's we have a lot of Dutch warm blood, but these two are from the Groninger stamboek.
Okay.
The right one is quite a young horse. The left is a little bit older, but maybe I tell you later about that. She's some older, but she is shorter of time with us.
Okay.
But she's doing really good as police horse.
Okay.
Because her character is fantastic.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
and what counts here as a police horse for a young horse and an old horse? Like what age do they usually start?
Well, yeah, that's different. Some horses, we buy them at 4 years old. But like Grada, she was, I think, 12 years or 13 years old.
Okay, well.
But we thought, because her character was so good, yeah, she's going to learn the job very fast.
Yeah.
So,
And what kind of character do you look for?
they have to be a little bit curious, cheeky, sometimes a little bit dominant.
Yeah. Okay.
But not too dominant because they have to listen to the rider.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very important.
I would really think they have to be so easy and calm, but then of course they won't go into the crazy crowds. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So they have to be a little bit tough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I say hi to one of them?
Of course.
Okay, very excited to meet one. I don't think I've ever touched a police horse. Grada.
Well, you can touch a lot today if you want.
It's a very big horse.
Yes.
And do you look for kind of big and heavy built horses?
Well, they're very hard to get.
Yeah.
So we try to look for the big horses, but yeah, we got a lot of big men working here. So it's nicer for the combination if the horse is also big. And we don't want to have too much difference between the heights because it doesn't look as good on the street, and it is, how do you say that, when we're in the riot, you want to be like one big wall.
You need to impress, and they don't want to see like
impress. And if you're higher, you can look all over the people in the city. So, for the work, it's better to have big horses.
Yeah.
We tried with the quarter horses once, a test from about a year. 6 quarter horses, but they were about 146 centimeters, like this.
They're not so.
No, that was not so good.
And then people don't take them as serious maybe as well.
No, no, and they were quite expensive.
Yeah.
So the Dutch breed will do, yes.
And here I see a playground for every horse person.
Yeah, well, it's very important for the riders that they have enough courage to do their job. So we train them, but we also educate them.
Okay.
And when they come to work as a mounted police officer, they also have to do the cross-country test.
Yeah, and the people that start to work here, then they don't ride before, or some of them do and some of them don't?
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, that depends on the people who come to work here are already a police officer. And not everybody has ridden in his life. And if we want men to work here with us, most of the time it are the women who already have ridden.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So yeah, then it's possible if we hire men that we train them in a course of 9 months.
Really? Well, that's crazy. Normally in 9 months, then you're lucky that you get to do a little cross for jumping, and here they have to go be very brave.
After 9 months they have to do a track like this. They have to jump fences about 80 centimeters.
Oh.
And a BL dressage level.
Okay, cool. Because you have to be a police officer for 4 years before you get in this, or?
Yes, we want that the officers have some experience on the streets before they come to work here.
Yeah.
Because on the horse you're only with most of the time with your horse and your colleague. And it's very important that you can find your work and you are independent.
Yeah. Are you enjoying this kind of content? Then head over to the Horseshow TV YouTube channel where you can enjoy free content, or you can become a member and you can access hundreds of videos right away. So now we go back to where we were.
Here we got some trees, rubber bands over there, and a little pond.
Oh, that's
we call that the piano. And this wall.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that's the piano.
Okay.
And in this wall you also see two levels. So this is very good for the balance of rider and horse.
And how do you train them? Because you, of course, in the city you have to be on the street.
Yes.
But how do you train them to be very easy, comfortable on the street? Because sometimes I think you have to go faster.
Yes.
And then do you train that in the city, or do you train that here?
We train it in the city, on the street.
Yeah.
When the officers come to us and we're going to prepare them for the job as a mounted officer, we train them in the indoor arena, outside at the track, but we also go outside on the hard ground, and we're going to do the canter over there, because a lot of people don't canter on the hard ground.
No, not everyone, no. And this I can imagine they have to kind of find the balance as well. Especially, do you have special shoeing or just normal shoeing?
Actually, we have normal shoeing, a little bit thicker as normal because it wears out very quickly when we are a lot on the street. Otherwise the farrier has to come really a lot, and that's not so good for the feet of the horses. So they're a little bit thicker, but when we go into the riot, then we have the stud holes and we put in little studs.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so we have a little bit more grip on the ground.
Okay, very cool. So funny, because you said you need curious horses.
Yes.
I see one, they are playing with a bucket and all these horses are looking at us. They're really looking what is happening. I'm ready. I don't even need an officer. I'll do my job here. So funny. Is it a lot of mares, geldings? No stallions, I think?
No stallions, only castrated stallions.
Yeah.
Geldings and mares, because it's very difficult to find good horses. So the sex doesn't matter. So that's why we have mares and geldings, but is it not possible to have stallions?
No.
Sometimes we buy stallions, like we have a lot of Hungarian horses, the Gladrubers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're standing next to one.
Yeah, I was already looking.
Yeah, that's Hero, he's a Gladruber. And there they bought some stallions, but they were castrated before they came to Holland.
Yeah. And to what age do they usually continue? It depends on the health, I think.
Depends on the health, but when they're 18 years old and let's say they came here about the age of 6, they worked like 12 years.
Yeah.
And if they're still like healthy, but the job is going to be too hard, then it's possible for us to send them to Soest.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can retire.
They have a really nice, beautiful place there for old horses, and then they can just chill and.
Yeah, working horses are allowed to go there. So a few of our police horses retired there. Yeah. And if they're too young, but healthy, but are not able to go under the saddle anymore, we try to find some colleagues of us, people who work with us, and they can give them a good home.
Okay, nice. Okay, so now we're at in the stables.
Yes.
Really nice. I like the golden things on top.
Yeah, I like it also.
And how many stables do you have?
We have 40 stables inside and 2 for the quarantine outside. If you got diseases.
Yeah, you need to be able to put them in these boxes. Okay, amazing. But now, as you see, all of them are enjoying outside. So that's good. Where horses should be, I think, most of the time when it's possible. And I think I hear the treatment, the farrier.
Yes.
Is it possible to have a look?
Of course.
And maybe see the shoes you were talking about as well?
Yes. Oh, de tandarts zit er gezellig naast.
Oh. No. It's not only the farrier, also the dentist. Hello, I'm Jessie, nice to meet you.
Well, this is Albert, and Albert comes about once a week with us.
Okay.
Because the hoofs and the good shoes are very important for the horse.
Yeah. And then they keep going and keep getting checked.
Yes.
That's good. And do you lose shoes easily, or?
Well, that
because
depends.
Everybody does, but
like I told you, we have the holes for the studs in it, and when you work with studs on a hard ground,
it can happen.
It happens quite quick to lose one of the shoes.
Okay.
But we also have some officers who can put it back on.
Okay.
They cannot groom it as good as the farrier does, but they can put the shoe back on.
Okay, to fix. And these are?
All the shoes from the horses which are here now.
Okay. So you always have a spare, or?
Yeah, spare, and Albert prepares them before he's going to do it. So and if the riders go for the riot training, that's on another location, they can take the shoes with them.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair.
If there are problems with the shoes.
Prepared.
Yeah, of
I sometimes need to prepare myself with an extra rope before it breaks, but this is real preparation.
Yeah. Okay. This is the tech room.
Oh, I like these saddle covers.
Yes.
Oh, it's very big. I thought this was the...
No. We can have 40 horses over here.
Yeah,
so
40 saddles.
Every horse has his own saddle, his own bridle.
Okay. Yeah. And what kind of saddle is it actually? Is it jumping saddle?
In between.
Okay. Yeah,
so that we can do a little bit of dressage, a little bit of jumping, eventing.
Okay.
And it has to be comfortable for on the street.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like 6-7 hours in the saddle.
Mm. Oh, whoa. Yeah. It needs to be comfortable for the rider and the horse.
Yeah.
And what kind of bridles and gear and everything do you use?
Well, at the moment we're going to change it because overall we are now a national police. This is an old bridle. It's going to be a little bit different, not the gold anymore. Everything's going to be in silver.
Okay. It's very big straps. They must be strong, I think.
Yes, that's why we bought it. Yeah. Then it was very strong, and especially on the reins. This is double, and there is something iron in it. Oh, okay. So they can put it with a knife.
That's so true.
For safety.
Things you don't think about. But
and the horse's name on it.
That's always good that you remember.
Yeah, that you can remember.
And do you have here also the tech for when you go out into...
like Prinsjesdag?
Yeah.
No, that's not over here. Okay. That's in the other tech again.
And the protected stuff, do you have that? Like if you go out, you have special things on the head?
Well, I can show you, but I have to take my own bag. Because every rider has his own stuff.
Okay.
So you've got a really big bag. If you're going on patrol, you always take all your stuff. Because you never know if you have to go to the riot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes
sense. And then it can be that two from the Amsterdam stables are working, two from Utrecht, two from Den Haag, and they come together. Yeah. And then they can do the job at the riot.
Okay. So this is the indoor. I can see training happens here.
Yes.
All smoky.
Yeah, we use some smoke to train the young horses.
Yeah, cool.
And we can obstacles and stuff. Up here, we can produce all kind of lights and music, like a discotheque.
Oh my God, so you have some parties.
We can give a good party over here, yeah.
And there, the whole wall, was funny. Maybe you can see it as well. There's two people as audience always watching, very loyal, I think.
Yeah, here's also one standing.
Oh, yeah.
He get a lot of spanking.
He's the one that needs to take it. So I've always wanted to see how you transport your horses. Every now and then I see one of the trucks or the trailers drive. But is it possible to look inside the truck?
Yes, of course. We have different variations.
Yeah.
We have the trucks which can transport 2 horses inside.
2 only?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought here's maybe 4 or 5.
Yes, but if you know that we most of the time work with the 2 of us.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense then.
But we can put a trailer on the back of it, and then we can go with 4 people, 4 officers and 4 horses. And then maybe one trailer with the 4x4, the 4x4.
Okay.
And then you have 6, and that's actually one group who is a riot squad.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I imagine here you have a bit more space to put more stuff in than with the trailer.
Because we sometimes go training further away for the riot, then you are away for a week, 2 weeks, sometimes longer.
Really?
Yeah, and you take your grains and your grass, your hay, and all your clothes. And here inside, I don't know if you can look. Well, in here we can transport 2 horses, behind 2 horses. In front they can sit like 4 officers.
Okay.
We got here 4 compartments, and in every compartment you can transport your tack, the saddle, the bridle, and in this one your bag fits. So the one I showed you before, this fits in here.
Made for it.
So it's very easy, and if we have to change very fast, because they need our help, then we can stand here in front of the horses.
It's very spacious.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Well, Ingrid, thank you so much for showing us around, telling so much, and I feel you have a lot of passion for your job. You've been doing it for so long. Do you think you'll be doing it for a lot longer?
Till my pension.
Yeah?
To my retirement.
Okay,
I will stay doing this job.
So it's really your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for showing us around, and I think a lot of people at home were not really able to see these kind of things, and here we're in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, so it might be different in other countries, but I think here you take amazing care of your horses, and the training is great, and it was just very, very fun to see. So thank you so much for your time and for your openness.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. So I hope you liked watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Do you want to see more videos like this? Then head over to the Horseworld TV YouTube page where you can watch free content or you can become a member. I will put a link in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.